Kamba kamba, yey mariachi, ekko mariachi, gisale kambale trimbale trip.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, eminent dignitaries, distinguished guests on and off the dais, esteemed faculty members of Kannada Youth Institution, and the delegates of other academic institutions, proud parents, and most importantly, our graduates. It is with immense pleasure and joy that I, Pearl D'Souza, your Master of Ceremonies for today, welcome you all to the inaugural convocation of the Beyond Campus curriculum in Humanistic and Socialistic Medicine for Healthcare Providers. I would Professor Dr. Russell Franco D'Souza, the Head and Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, Faculty of Medicine, University of Porto, Melbourne, Australia. We also have Professor Dr. Ricardo Leon Borges, the President of the World Federation of Medical Education, WFME. We have Professor Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Pro-Chancellor, Datta Mege Institute of Higher Education and Research, Nagpur, and the Co-Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics. We have Professor Dr. Harm Peters, President of the Association of Medical Schools in Europe, Germany. We also have Professor Dr. Deepika Khaka, the Nursing Advisor, the Director General Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. We have with us Professor Dr. Mary Matthew, Deputy Head, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, Melbourne. We also have Professor Dr. Annie Grace Kalamathi, Registrar, the Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwives Council, Chennai. Happy to have Professor Dr. Madalena Patricio, University of Lisbon, Portugal. We have Professor Dr. Rajiv Tandon, who is the international faculty from University of Michigan, University, USA. Professor Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, Vice Chancellor, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. Professor Dr. Shabir Amanullah, International Faculty, Beyond Campus Program, Canada. Professor Princey Louis Palati, who is the Co-Chair Training, Department of Education. We have with us on the dais, we have Professor Dr. Ilam Paruthi, the Dean, Panimalar Medical College, Hospital and Research Institute. Also, we have the Medical Superintendent, Dr. Sabarathuvali. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced the name. And we also have Professor Dr. Vivek Madi, the gynecologist, obstetrician. And Dr. Rajiv Aluwalia, the Dean of Santosh Dental College from New Delhi. We have Professor Dr. Gaurav Mishra, the Pro-Vice Chancellor from Datta Mege University. I hope I haven't left out anyone. Right? Apologies if I have. Okay. To begin the program, I request everyone to rise for the Tamil Thai Vadathu, the state anthem of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Thai Vadathu means invocation to Mother Tamil.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெளியொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிது தெக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Kindly be seated. We will now have the ceremonial light lamping. The Kutuvilaku is a symbol of divine light, knowledge, and prosperity. It is a sacred lamp lit during religious rituals and auspicious occasions. I now invite our chief guest, Professor Ricardo Leon Borges, and the distinguished dignitaries on the dais to come forward for the ceremonial lighting of the Kutuvilaku.
कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः ब्रह्मरूपस्थं योगिशा प्रभुराव्ययः ब्रह्मरूपस्थं योगिशा प्रभुराव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश पतिं स्वच्छामि मे सदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः 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 ब्रह्मरूपस्थं योगिशा प्रभुराव्ययः ब्रह्मरूपस्थं योगिशा प्रभुराव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश पतिं स्वच्छामि मे सदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you. I now request the presiding officer, Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, the Director of Department of Education, International Chair and Bioethics, to declare the convocation open.
I declare this convocation open now.
Loud applause, please. It is my privilege to now invite Dr. C. Ilamparuthi, Dean of Panimalar Medical College, Hospital and Research Institute, Chennai, to deliver the welcome address and the academic report.
Very good morning, everyone. Distinguished Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Ricardo, President of World Federation of Medical Education, our esteemed Presiding Chair, Professor Russell D'Souza, Head and Chair of the Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics. It is my privilege and honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our Chief Guest of Honor, who have graciously joined us for this prestigious occasion. Dr. P. Chinadurai, Secretary and Correspondent of Panimalar Group of Institution, Dr. C. Shakti Kumar, Director of the Panimalar Group of Institution, Mrs. Vijaya Rajeswari and Dr. Saranya Sri Shakti Kumar, Directors of Panimalar Group of Institution. I also take great pride in inviting and welcome our special distinguished guest whose presence elevates this convocation to a truly international and prestigious level. Professor Dr. Harm Peter, President of the Association of Medical Schools in Europe, Germany. Professor Dr. Ved Prakash Misra, Pro-Chancellor, Tata Mega Institute of Higher Education and Research, Nagpur, India. Professor Dr. Deepika, Nursing Advisor, Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Professor Dr. Madalena from the University of the Lebanon, Portugal. Professor Dr. Annamalai, Director, Kappagamaya Group of Institute, Tamil Nadu. Professor Annie Grace, Registered Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwife Council. Professor Dr. Rajiv Tandon from Western Michigan University, USA. Professor Dr. Sahib Aminullah from the Queen's University, Canada. Professor Dr. Nitin, Pro Vice Chancellor, SRM University, Chennai. Professor Dr. Mohanan, Vice Chancellor, Kerala University and Kerala University of Health Science. Professor Dr. Geeta Lakshmi S., Vice Chancellor, Dr. MJR Educational and Research Institute, Chennai. I also take the immense pleasure in inviting Professor Dr. Surapanani Krishna Mohan, our Vice Principal, whose unwavering dedication to academic excellence and student development has been instrumental in driving the success of Beyond Campus curriculum. It is also my privilege to welcome Professor Dr. Sabaratnavel, our medical superintendent, whose presence here today adds immense value to this momentous occasion. It is again with great joy that I welcome all the department heads and esteemed faculty from the members of the Panimalar Medical College Hospital and Research Institute and the Panimalar College of Nursing. Our beloved and ever supportive parents, and the most important of all, our exceptionally talented and inspiring students who are at the heart of this occasion. Today, we celebrate the inaugural convocation of the Beyond Campus Curriculum, Humanistic and Socialistic Medicine for Healthcare Providers, organized by the Department of Education, International Chairs in Bioethics, Faculty of Medicine, University of Porto, Portugal, in collaboration with Panimalar Medical College and Panimalar College of Nursing. This day stands as a benchmark for the remarkable achievement of students who have not only excellent in their medical and nursing education, but have also completed an extraordinary and transformative journey through the Beyond Campus Curriculum. Launched with the ambition of integrating humanistic and socialistic principles into healthcare training, this program stands as a testament to our unwavering commitment to nurturing healthcare professionals who embody moral values, ethics, professionalism, well-being, and excellence. I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to our honorable chief guest, our distinguished guest of honor, and our special distinguished guests for gracing this momentous occasion with your presence. Your support and encouragement add immense value to this convocation and inspire us all. I also extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, ever-supportive parents, and our incredible graduates for making this day a truly special. May this event be a great success, celebrating the remarkable achievement of our students and setting the stage for a brighter, more compassionate future of healthcare. Welcome once again to this momentous occasion. Let us celebrate this day with joy, pride, and anticipation for the bright future ahead. Thank you very much. The academic report Beyond Campus Curriculum. Distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, dear parents, and most importantly, our graduating students. The Beyond Campus Curriculum encompasses the international graduate course on humanistic and socialistic medicine for healthcare providers by the Department of Education, International Chair, Faculty of Medicine, University of Porto, Melbourne, Australia. This innovative first of its kind 4-year longitudinal curriculum was launched in February 2021 by our respected course director, Professor Russell D'Souza, Head and Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, and was inaugurated by esteemed Professor Ronald Harden from the Association of Medical Education, Europe. Professor Ved Prakash Misra, Pro-Chancellor of Datta Meghalaya University, Nagpur, and Professor David Gordon, past President of the World Federation of Medical Education, then President of ECFMG, Professor Dr. William, Professor Dr. Ricardo, President of World Federation of Medical Education, visited the campus and interacted with the Beyond Campus Curriculum students. This program was envisioned by our respected director, Dr. C. Shakti Kumar, whose forward-thinking vision has profoundly shaped this transformative initiative. Dr. C. Shakti Kumar recognized the need to transcend the boundaries of traditional medical and nursing education, addressing the critical gap often overlooked in conventional curricula. His unwavering commitment to fostering a more holistic and humanistic approach to health professional education has been the cornerstone for this beyond campus curriculum. Today, we proudly celebrate the graduation of our 147 medical students and 92 nursing students who have successfully completed this globally first ever groundbreaking program, and they are being awarded this international graduate degree from the Department of Education, International Chair, Faculty of Medicine, University of Otago, Melbourne, Australia. In recognition of their outstanding accomplishment, this degree is conferred in addition to their MBBS and BS nursing qualification, marking a significant milestone in their professional journey. Congratulations on this extraordinary achievement. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Dr. Ilamparathi, for your inspiring words, which you have beautifully set tone for today's momentous occasion, and for also updating us on the activities pursued over the past 4 years. We will now have honoring the dignitaries. I request Dr. Ilamparathi, the Dean of Panimalar Medical College, and the Medical Superintendent, Dr. Sabar Ratnavel, to please come forward and honor the distinguished dignitaries on the dais. Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, the Head and Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics. A huge round of applause, please. Professor Dr. Ricardo Leon Borges, the President of the World Federation of Medical Education, WFME. Professor Dr. Deepika Khaga, the Nursing Advisor, the Director General Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the Government of India. Professor Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, the Pro-Chancellor, Datta Meghe Institute of Higher Education and Research, NACO, and the Co-Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics. Professor Dr. Mary Matthew, the Deputy Head, the Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, Melbourne. Professor Dr. Annie Grace Kalaimathi, the Registrar, Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwives Council, Chennai. Professor Dr. Harm Peters, the President, Association of Medical Schools in Europe, Germany. Professor Dr. Madalena Patricio, University of Lisbon, Portugal. Professor Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, the Vice Chancellor, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Chennai. Professor Dr. Rajiv Tandon from International Faculty for the Beyond Campus Program, Western Michigan University, USA. Professor Dr. Shabir Amanullah, International Faculty, the Beyond Campus Program from Canada. Dr. Gaurav Mishra, the Pro Vice Chancellor of Datta Meghe University. Professor Dr. Rajiv Ahluwalia, the Dean of Santosh Dental College, New Delhi. Professor Princy Louis Palati, the Co-Chair Training, Department of Education, International Chair of Bioethics, Melbourne. And Professor Dr. Vivek Madi, the gynecologist and the health law consultant. Thank you. To shed light on the importance of the Beyond Campus curriculum, I now request Professor Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Pro-Chancellor of Datta Meghe Institute of Higher Education and Research, Nagpur, and the Co-Chair, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chairman for this inaugural convocation ceremony, esteemed Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, learned Chief Guest, President of the World Federation for Medical Education, respected Dr. Ricardo, the learned guest who shall be addressing this ceremonial convocation through his convocation address, Chairman of the Association of Medical Schools of Europe, esteemed Dr. Hans Peter, the gentle lady who shall be delivering the sermon lecture for this convocation, advisor to Government of India on nursing, respected Dr. Deepika, the esteemed guest of honor, former President of Association of Medical Educators of Europe, respected Dr. Madalena, Chair, I am yet to come across, having attended several hundreds of convocations in my 40 years of public life. I am yet to come across, Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, a dais which is more studied than this dais that the inaugural convocation ceremony is having. In this very institution which the country is expected to be proud of, that the maiden batch of the learners, Dr. Tandon admitted in this college, is the batch which is covered in the India through a global program of Beyond Campus program. And maybe, again with whatever little understanding of the process of health profession education in this country that is at my disposal, National Education Policy 2020 is put across by Government of India contemplates dual degree program. Before any university, any higher educational institution in this country has been in a position to formally even launch a dual degree program, here is a convocation for the regular batch of students of MBBS and nursing to be conferred with at a convocation prior to their annual convocation of their regular degree. This is the modality of dual degree program which is there for the country to emulate for itself. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I have no hesitation in putting across that in the historicity of health professional education, this day of today, 24th of January 2025 is expected to be scripted in the golden letters as a milestone of its own type, that regular degree of a professional degree of nursing and medicine can be integrated with an international degree, and this is the classical example of the dual degree program for the entire country to emulate. The significance and importance of this convocation, I say, is a historical event in its own right. Because Beyond Campus program is not an accidental aberration which is expected to be put across for any cosmetic purpose. It's not an add-on qualification. It's not just a value-added qualification. It's a purposive qualification. It's a qualification which is intended for the purposes of incorporating in the young ignited minds in the healthcare domain the spirit of humanity, the spirit of ethos, the spirit of ethicality, the spirit of morality, and above all, the spirit of the value ethos which ultimately goes to make the entire healthcare profession not only a noble profession, but it is put across with the prefix of noblest of the noble profession. Nobility does not descend from heaven on its own. It does not get germinated out of the earth in thin air. It is something which is required to be nurtured. It is to be ingrained. It is to be inculcated. It is to be initiated. It is absolutely required to be chiseled, articulated, nay, put across in a form where it is in a position to be expected, not only as a part of learned competency, but as a part of human endeavor and human behavior itself in entirety, in totality, in 360 degrees. Humanization and socialization turn out to be the two arms which are the basic essence of the nobility of healthcare profession, ladies and gentlemen. Be it nursing profession, be it medical profession, be it dental profession, be it under any stream of health sciences. The nobility is required to be ingrained in the entire depiction of humanistic ethos, the extended arm of which is socialistic profession. In an era in which you and me are living, where the entire spectrum of healthcare profession is getting dominated by the technological advancement, where the entire process of medicine healthcare is getting transformed into totally mechanized mechanization. In that domain, ladies and gentlemen, where exactly that emotional, ethical, moralistic commitment is to stand is a million-dollar question. The entire process of medicine, lest it does not disintegrates and degenerates into a healthcare profession which is expected to be of the robots, by the robots, and for the robots, and if it is expected to be harboring to continue to be of the human beings, by the human beings, and for the human beings, humanistic inculcations and socialistic orientations, they turn out to be inevitable in nature, nay, mandatory in character. It is in this dictum, a void which is entirely engulfing the entire world in terms of a crisis, there is expected to be an accountable answer for the purposes of way forward. And I am really thankful and grateful to the chair of today's function and this convocation ceremony, Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, the University of Porto, the personalities like Dr. Madlena, that who have led from the fund to evolve a beyond campus curriculum, which by itself is a curriculum which is a certified degree program in the process of, in the annals of humanistic and socialistic medicine, which is primarily aimed at making this future generation of the healthcare professionals to be absolutely plagued and guided by ethical considerations, humanistic considerations, socialistic orientations, with total consideration for the cardinal principles of bioethics governing the ethos of the healthcare profession, where no harm turns out to be the dictum. Justice, equality, equity, distributive and contributive justice turns out to be the annals of the past, blended with an absolute respect and regard for the patient's autonomy in the entire domain of his and her dignity, esteem, prestige, and of course the right of self-determinism. That is the real and realistic dimension of genuinity and purity and sanctity of the healthcare profession as a whole. Let me put it across therefore, dear children, graduates. You are luckiest of the lucky to be blessed in this maiden convocation. In a human life, first that comes first turns out to be a remembrance of life. The adolescent age in which the first love is always something which is unforgettable in life. So also this maiden convocation of heralding your steps onto the path of humanized profession in a learned, articulated and diligent way, onto a path which is expected to be absolutely making you not only extraordinary professionals, but extraordinary human beings. It's very easy to become a very successful professional, but it's very difficult to be a good human being and ensure that the profession is embedded in that goodness of being human. Very articulately it was said, the main purpose of the entire dimension is that we have to be good human beings, and being human for a human is equivalent to this course in socialistic and humanistic medicine. I know it for certain that the stage is studied and we are keen to look to the chief guest's address, the sermon lecture and the convocation address. Therefore, I deem it my privilege that God has given me this opportunity of being a party to this historical occasion today, which is absolutely going to be unforgettable in your and my life. You and me are luckiest of the lucky, that in this maiden convocation, you and me are witnesses to this unparalleled event, unequitable event, an event which in my humble opinion is a path breaker for the purposes of humanization of the entire healthcare profession, which the globe needs today. Turns out to be a real torchbearer in its realistic sense. And dear graduates, take it from me, you are the luckiest of the lucky, that you are the first torchbearers onto this glorious path. My heartfelt congratulations and compliments to you. My diligent compliments and congratulations to the authorities of this Panimalar Medical Institution who took this initiative, and my unbridled compliments to the team led by Dr. Krishna and his entire devoted, dedicated team for the purpose of making this reality into its real transcendence. And of course, hats off to Professor Russell D'Souza and the entire spectrum of international faculty that they are here to bless the graduates on this occasion. On this occasion, I take the occasion of saying that, dear graduates, this is not just a formal degree that is being put to you. It's a path which now stands ignited for you. You turn out to be the illuminating points guiding the destiny of puristic, socialistic and humanistic profession all your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, for sharing your valuable perspective. Your words will definitely leave a lasting impression on our graduates, and your guidance will be instrumental in shaping their future. And now, the moment we've been eagerly waiting for, the awarding of certificates. I invite the presiding officer, Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, the chief guest, Professor Dr. Ricardo Leon Borges, and Professor Dr. Ilam Paruthi, the dean, to come forward and confer the degrees. I also call upon Professor Dr. Surapneni Krishnamohan, the Vice Principal, Panimala Medical College, to present the list of medical students.
Respected Chancellor, so it's my honor and privilege to present 147 medical students of Panimala Medical College Hospital and Research Institute who have qualified to receive qualified for the award of the degree of the Beyond Campus Curriculum in Humanistic and Socialistic Medicine for Healthcare Providers. So, Ashika, Ashita DS, Abel Matthew, Abhilesh Keshava, Abhurva, Aishwarya R, Akash R, Akshaya A, Anthony Emmanuel Edward, Archana R, Arun Raj, Arjun Raj, Ardhana J, Asif Ali Muhammad, Baramat Mihan, Butlin Sonnet, Bharat Yes, Bhuven V, Vindhya, Bipin Reddy, Blessy Aroma Goldie, Chandru KJ, Charumati, Charan, Sharol, Kristen Doyle, Daniel J. Smith, Dikshita Raghavi, Dayanidhi, Dikshanashri, Divakar, Divesh Krishna, Divya, Gauhar Parveen, Harini A, Harini R, Harshita P, the line, Hemashri, Ilakia, Indrani, Jayashri R, Janet Vinci, Jayashri J, Jeffrey Emmanuel, Jeffin R. Bensley, Janita Rose, Joshika M, Joshika Valan, Josna NB, Kakar Lakshmi Kanya, Kalayarasan K, Kamali S, Kannaganti Bhargavaram, Karishma Y, Kavita S, Kavya G, Kavya R, Kirtana S, Kirtika DS, Kruti R, Kirtika SS. Gunasandhya. Kushmita K. Logashri. Mahati K. Malavika B. Manda Venkat Ramana Saurav. Manjunath. Maria Pamela. Meenakshi. Megha. Sara Shifani. Merlin Grace. Mridula. Mohammad Al-Noor Al-Mohidin PM. Mohammad Darwish. Maushmi R. Mukilan I. Nandika S. Nandita PS. Narendra Naik. Nitish Bala. Nityashri. Nityashri M. Nitin R. Ponagilesh. Pooja KB. Prabhat Shukla. Pragati MG. Praveen Y. Preeti R. Preetika TM. Pridarshini R. Davina CL. Renuga T. Revati J. Ritik Srinivas. Sabarivasan, Sagana Parveen, Sailesh D, Sekti Rohit GS, Sektivel yes, Sam Rajadurai, Sanjeev V, Sarika Sri, Shyam Sundar, Sharmila, Shareen D, Shirley Nivedana, Shivani, Shivani yes, Shriman Envy, Siddharth J, Sindhu S, Sneha R, Sneha yes, Saubarnika R, Saumya N, Saumya R, Srinidhi P, Sri Lakshmi S, Srinita SR, Subhikshwaran L, Subramanian M, Sudar Jyoti, Sujita Merlin, Sunil Karthik, Shruti A, Sushmita yes, Shweta Saravanan, Tangamuttu, Vaishali R, Vijay Loknath, Vijay Vignaraj, Vimal Kumar, Vishnupriya, Vishwaji, Vishwapriya, Vishwaroop, Viveka Saravanan, Yamini Aran, Yamunavati M, Yogesh KK, and Yoshi R. So, congratulations all the outgoing graduates and thank you very much.
I request Professor Dr. Deepika Khaka, Nursing Advisor, Ministry of Health, and Professor Dr. Annie Grace Kalaimati, Registrar, Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwife Council, to please come ahead. And I also call upon Professor Dr. Kavin Mori James, Principal and Professor Panimalar College of Nursing, to present the list of nursing students.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Chancellor, I have the honor to present unto you a total of 92 candidates of Panimala College of Nursing who has been certified after the examination to be duly qualified to receive the graduate degree in Humanistic and Socialistic Medicine for the healthcare providers in Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, Faculty of Medicine, University of Porto for the year 2024. I call upon the names. Abita Sherin, Andrea Sharon J, Anushya S, Asha G, Ashok K, Ashwin M, Ashika K, Bavadarani P, Bharati S, Charumati P, Chittapati Anjali, Daniel P, Deepa K, Desing K, Dhanalakshmi D, Dhanalakshmi L, Divya Bharati S, Divya Bharati S, Durga G, Esther Sangeeta S, Eyilarasi S, Govindan P, Arsha R. Imam Sharif S. Jagannath P. Jana K. Jawahar R. Jesslyn Vinia S. J. Jeffin Stanley S. Kanchana Devi E. Karamala Shashidhar Pujasri. Kartigeyan B. Kavi Bharati T. Kavi Mugil A. Kavya B. Kavya M. Kavya R. Kavya S. Kayalvili R. Kirtiga V. Kiran Raj B. Kritika J. Koteshwari T. Kaushika D. Mugilan L. Lavanya S. Manimekalai M. Matesh P. Mervyn R. Minustri V. Mukesh K. Murugan K. Nadia S. Nandini K. Niveda J. Niveda N. Nivedita M. Prashant J. Priya S. Priya Nancy M. Rahul D. Rajeshwari B. Rajeshwari I. Reshmi Kumari N. Sandhya D. Santosh K. Sindhu S. Shiva E. Shivashankari A. Smiley A. Sneha M. Sneha V. Sneha S. Sonia A. Sonia A. Sophia A. Soumya V. Srilekha V. Sripriya P. Suganya M. Sujita D. Shrutika R. Sweta R. Sweta S. Tamil Selvi I. Varsha N. Varshini S. Vasugi A. Vignesh P. Vishwa P. Yogender M. Thank you.
Congratulations, dear graduates. Your parents and all of us are very proud of you today. I now request Professor Dr. Mary Matthew, Deputy Head, Department of Education, International Chair in Bioethics, to come forward and introduce our esteemed chief guest.
It gives me great pleasure to talk about Professor Ricardo Leon Borges, our chief guest for today's function. Professor Ricardo is a professor at the Autonomous University of Guadalajara, Mexico. He studied medicine at the UAG from 1973 to 1976, completed a Master of Science in Physiology at the UAG and the University of Oklahoma in 1987. He also holds a Master of Science Administration from Central Michigan University 1994. He is a graduate of the Harvard Macy Program, Leaders in International Education 2000. He has had a long career at UAG in positions of professor in the Department of Physiology, 1979 to 1988, academic secretary of the School of Medicine, 1985 to 1988, founder of the International Program of School of Medicine, 1988 to 1989, associate dean of the International Program, 1989 to 2000, dean of the School of Medicine, 2000 to 2007, Vice President of Health Science 2007 to 2011, and Director of Institutional Relations at UAG 2011 to 2015. He is currently retired from the UAG. Dr. Leon is a founding member of the International Association of Medical Science Educators. He held various positions in the Mexican Association of Medical Schools and Faculties, having served as the president from 2015 to 2017. He participated in various positions in Pan American Federation of Association of Medical Schools and Faculties, being president from 2016 to 2022. He served as a member of the Executive Council of the World Federation for Medical Education from 2016 to 2022 and assumed the presidency in January 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our chief guest, Professor Ricardo Leon Borges.
Guest of honor, Dr. Chinadurai, Dr. Sakit Kumar, Dr. Vijayajara Esugwari, and Dr. Jara Jaserin Sakadikumun. Directors of the Panimalar Group of Institutions here in Chennai. The special distinguished guests, Professor Dr. Rupusal Franco de Souza, Professor Patkapraj Mishra, Professor Madalena Patricio, Professor Harm Peters, distinguished members of the Presidium, distinguished graduates of medicine and nursing, distinguished faculty of both schools, parents of the graduates that are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I'm here this morning celebrating together with you, okay, this special moment in our lives. We're gathered here in this prestigious institution, the Panimalar Medical College Hospital and Research Institute and the Panimalar Nursing College, to celebrate the graduation of these two fantastic groups of physicians and nurses. Today, you're no students anymore. You just received your diplomas, and now you're nurses and you're physicians. Your future starts today. But what is very important to take into consideration is that this beginning differentiates you from the rest of the graduates of this beautiful country because you had the privilege to participate in the Beyond Campus program, that I had an opportunity to talk to you in September of 2023 when you were in your classes, and that I spent some time with you, witnessing the development that you were having. At this stage of your life, you not only know medicine and nursing, with all the characteristics that belong to medical sciences, from basic science, clinical sciences, treatments, and all those things that you are aware that you have to go through in your medical education and nursing education. But you also are embedded, okay, in those elements that are crucial and important for the profession that you are about to develop. You have the wisdom at this moment of what has to be done in order to treat humanistically every patient that you will serve. And all of those elements that you have that actually started when your parents here start to teach you what is right and what is wrong. If you see, bioethics starts in that early stage of your life. So what you're doing with this Beyond Campus is to reaffirm what your parents taught you when you were little children. And one of the most important things that I can tell you is that when you see your patients, when you become responsible of your patients, treat them as if they were one of your loved ones. And that way you will never be mistaken. If you treat them as you would like a physician to treat your parents or your loved ones, your grandfathers, your grandmother, your brothers, who knows, any person that you love, just imagine how would you like the physician that is treating them to treat them. And that's exactly what you have to do. Have that in your heart, okay? Because being a physician or being a nurse is a profession of service. And this is very important to put in your mind. This is a profession to serve the people that you are dealing with, okay? I have mentioned, and I was mentioning yesterday in one talk, that if you are in this profession, it's because you want to serve. Because some students enter to this profession because they think, oh, I'm going to become a millionaire. Forget that, okay? You're going to be millionaire in the beautiful heart experiences that you're going to receive from your patients, from the thank you expressions that they're going to provide you every time that you have an opportunity to serve the way they should be served. Unfortunately, sometimes disease goes to a point in which we cannot do much. So we have to be there to comfort our patients. We have to be with them in order to support them. And if it's necessary to give a bad news, we learned what is the best way to give that bad news. But always have in mind that everything you do, you have to do it the way you would love a physician or a nurse to treat the dear ones that you have at home. So, congratulations. This is the first day of your future life, and this will take you who knows where. You may stay here in Chennai, you may go to Bombay, you may go to Delhi, but who knows? Probably one day you will be in Mexico, okay? Or in the United States, or because you're prepared to become the physicians of the future of this world. So trust on you, set your dreams, look forward, and don't ever hesitate to continue your walk, your decision, your direction to achieve the most that you can with what you have learned in this fine institution. So congratulations to all, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ricardo, for your valuable words of encouragement. Your message has truly resonated with all of us, and your insights will definitely motivate our graduates as they embark on their professional journeys. We are privileged to hear from someone whose insights and experiences will undoubtedly inspire and guide our graduates. Join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Harm Peters, President, Association of Medical Schools in Europe, Germany, to deliver the convocation address.
Good morning, everybody. Esteemed Chairman Russell de Sosa, respected guests of honor from the Palomar Medical College and Hospitals and Research Institute, dignities on the stage, and of course, esteemed, proud parents, and most importantly, our graduating medical and nursing students. Good morning, and ladies and gentlemen. Today is a day of reflection, celebration, and pride as we honor the remarkable achievements of this inaugural cohort. Each of you has reached a significant milestone. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you on this momentous occasion. Today, we celebrate the achievements of a pioneering group, the inaugural cohort of medical and nursing graduates who have successfully completed the unique Beyond Campus curriculum. Your journey has been nothing short of transformative, and it's my great pleasure to address you as you take your first steps into a world that awaits your leadership, compassion, and expertise. The guiding principles of your inaugural cohort of medical and nursing graduates is one that truly celebrates the essence of your journey and the promise for your future. First, it is caring with compassion. Second, it's leading with ethics. Third, it is about transforming the future. This guiding principles, this mantra, reflects not just the knowledge and skills you have acquired, but the profound values that will guide you as carers, leaders, healers, and changemaker. This guiding principle nicely aligns with a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. This quote is, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." This is not an ordinary convention. It marks the culmination of a program that represents a bold, innovative step in medical and nursing education. The Beyond Campus curriculum is a groundbreaking initiative, one that integrates the fundamental elements of moral values, bioethics, professionalism, and personal well-being into the heart of medical and nursing education. With the guidance of national experts from India and international experts from the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and Europe, and a robust system of curricular integration, this program has not only enriched your academic journey, but also bestowed upon you an additional international graduate degree alongside of your MBBS or your Bachelor of Nursing. As graduates of this program, you have delved deep into critical areas, from understanding the interplay between medical humanities and the practice of medicine and nursing, to explore the profound impact of social accountability on healthcare delivery. You have engaged in the study of cognitive, emotional, spiritual intelligence, discovering how these dimensions enhance your ability to connect with parents, with patients, and colleagues. Today, you emerge not only as physicians and nurses, but as ethical, empathic, and socially conscious professionals. Dear medical and nursing graduates, the world you step onto is one marked by interconnected challenges and presents opportunities. As you embark on your future professional journey, I urge you to consider the roles at 3 levels: the individual level, the regional and national level, and the international level, based on the guiding principles: first, caring with compassion; second, leading with ethics; third, transforming the future. Let me come to the individual level, which is about cultivating excellence and resilience. Your first responsibility is yourself. The practice of medicine and nursing is a demanding but as rewarding profession. It requires not just intellectual acumen, but also emotional resilience and moral integrity. The foundation course in your curriculum has prepared you well, emphasizing the importance of personal health management and professional resilience. As you face the challenges of your profession, remember that self-care, it is not a luxury, it is a necessity. A healthy, balanced physician and nurse is better equipped to provide the compassionate, patient-centered care that lies at the heart of our calling. Let me come to the second level, which is the regional and the national level. This is about transforming healthcare in South India and India. As medical and nursing graduates from the Pamilar Medical College, you carry the torch of hope for your community and your nation. South India has a rich tradition of excellence in healthcare. And now, more than ever, there is a need for innovative approaches to address the local health disparities. The principle of social accountability and community health engagement, and that you have learned, must guide you and must guide your action as you work to ensure equitable access to healthcare for all. Whether through compassionate leadership, advocacy for public health, or innovative use of resources, you have the power to make a tangible difference in the lives of countless individuals. India itself is at a crossroad. Its vast population and diverse healthcare needs, your nation requires a healthcare force that is not only skilled, but also empathic and socially responsible. By integrating the humanistic and socialistic dimensions of medicine and nursing into your practice, you can contribute to shaping a moral, ethical, and equitable healthcare system. Let me come to the global level, addressing universal health challenges. In an area of globalization we are currently in, the responsibility of healthcare professionals extends beyond national borders. The interconnected nature of today's world means that challenges such as pandemics, climate change, and migration, for example, require a collaborative and cross-border solutions. As graduates trained in cultural competence and global health, you are uniquely positioned to contribute to these efforts. Moreover, advances in technology such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, telemedicine, are transforming our healthcare delivery. You have the opportunity to harness these tools ethically and effectively, ensuring that they serve to enhance rather than to replace the human touch that defines quality of care. As leaders and innovators, you can shape the future of medicine and nursing, not just for India, but also for the world. Let us not forget the immense contributions of Indian healthcare professionals on the global stage. From trailblazing research to leadership roles in international health organizations, Indian physicians and nurses have constantly demonstrated excellence and dedication. As you join their ranks, you can carry forward a legacy of which you can be proud of. With this legacy comes a responsibility to uphold the highest standards of professionalism, ethics, and compassion, and to inspire the next generation by your example. As I look out at all you today, I see not just graduates, but future leaders, healers, and change makers. The Beyond Campus curriculum has equipped you with these tools to excel, but the true measure of its success lies in how you use these tools to make a difference in India and in the world. In your hands lies the power to transform lives and healthcare systems, to build healthier communities, and to contribute to a more equitable world. As you step into this new chapter, I leave you with a simple yet profound challenge: to be the kind of healthcare professionals the world needs. Ethical, empathetic, innovative, and resilient. In doing so, you will not only honor the education you have received, but also help to create a future in which healthcare is a force for the good. Congratulations, class of 2025. With the guiding principle, caring with compassion, leading with ethics, transforming the future, the world awaits you. Go forth and make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Ham, for your profound and uplifting convocation address. I am sure the graduates will reflect on your words and make meaningful contributions to society. I'd like to invite another distinguished guest of honor, Professor Dr. Deepika Khaka, Nursing Advisor, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, to address the audience.
And good morning to all of you. Greetings from the Directorate General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Dr. Ricardo, Dr. Ham Peters, Dr. Russell D'Souza, Dr. Ved Prakash, Professor Mary Matthew, Dr. Melina, Dr. Rajiv Chandan, Dr. Annie Grace, Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, Professor Anna Malai, Dr. Shakti Kumar, Dr. Shabir, Dr. Gaurav Mishra, Professor Princy, Dr. Vivek, Dr. Kevin, and Dr. Krishnan. It brings me a great honor and privilege to be amongst you all today to witness this maiden convocation of a very pertinent diploma or degree which you are getting today on the humanistic and the social science related to healthcare. I would like to congratulate all the graduates, their parents, the faculty and the students of Panimalar Medical College and Research Institute for this momentous and historical moment where your first batch has graduated. And convocation, we all know, is not just a moment of celebration for the graduates, but also a very important and a memorable time in the lives of the graduates, especially for this esteemed institution. And as you graduate, the first batch, you are the pioneers who have set the foundation for future generations to follow. You have, I'm very sure that both the curriculums, the medicine as well as the nursing curriculum, are very, very, very difficult curriculums to undergo. And with apart from those hectic and challenging curriculums, you have also managed to have this beyond campus with your hectic curriculum schedules, which you have demonstrated your commitment, your resilience, your perseverance to reach this point, and you have made all of us immensely proud. We all know that curriculum of nursing and medicine is not a cakewalk. It requires a lot of hard work. It requires long hours of studying. It requires practical training and unwavering commitment to excellence. And your journey has been one of sacrifice and dedication today, and you stand ready to take the responsibilities as a professional that is very important in healthcare sector, and the values and ethics which have been spoken by the esteemed chief guest and the guest of honors. We know that when you are dealing with human lives, nothing is more precious than human lives. And in any country, the most valuable asset of a country are the people of the country. And in the healthcare, we are handling that invaluable asset of the country, which is the citizens of the people of the country. So quality is not optional. Quality and excellence should be a norm in healthcare. And as Dr. Harm Peters was very beautifully mentioning, that we have to also work on these three levels, that is the personal level, the regional and the national level, and the international level. Whatever we do anywhere in any healthcare facility, the ego goes to very far. Now, since you have undergone this course, the impact of the course should be seen in the way you carry yourself, in the way you deliver your services, so that people come to know that you have something different. You are a cut above the rest. And this should be exhibited, and the impact should be seen in the way you take care of your patients. And as Dr. Rodrigo was also mentioning, that always when you take care of the patients, remember how you would like one of your loved ones to be treated when your loved one accesses any health care. So compassion, empathy, these should be a part and parcel of your everyday practice. We all know, as was mentioned earlier, AI and many other technologies taking over, but as healthcare professionals, we should not lose our human touch. That is very important, and that goes a very long way in the experience the patients have when he accesses any healthcare facility. As nurses and as doctors, you play a very pivotal role in the delivery of healthcare system of any country. You are the healers, you are the caregivers, you are the very heart of the medical field. We saw COVID taught us many lessons. We had never witnessed a pandemic like COVID. And that taught us lessons to have very resilient healthcare system, very resilient healthcare workforce. I'm very sure this program and this course which you've undergone has taught you how to give your best, how to be compassionate, how to be empathetic, how to deliver your best. Healthcare profession is a dynamic and ever evolving, and as you step into the world, you will find opportunities to specialize and innovate and lead in the areas such as clinical practice, education, research, and public health. However, these opportunities come challenges like technological advancements, patient complexities, ethical dilemmas. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. So when you face challenges, there are two things, which can happen. It can either break you or it can make you. So take every challenge you face as a learning opportunity to excel, to grow. And also remember that when you talk to your patients, your words have power. Your words have power to make a life. Your words have power to break a life. So when you talk to the patients, be very careful and be very judicious in your words which you use. So as you have that privilege of undergoing this very beautifully, intricately designed course by a galaxy of experts, go into the world and make a difference. Now I'm sitting in the ministry. Most of the time in the ministry is going to address the grievances. I'm not saying the system is foolproof. There are issues, that is why the grievance comes. But instead of ranting and cribbing about the problems which we face, we should have that problem-solving approach, out-of-the-box thinking, that what difference can I make to the system? What is my humble contribution to make this world a better place to live in? Once we start having that responsibility, that what is my personal contribution to the system? What can I do to make the system better? Once we have that kind of conviction, that kind of passion to make a difference, the world will certainly become a better place to live in. So be a catalyst for change, be a catalyst for excellence, be a catalyst for compassion, for commitment to care. And as Dr. Hampeter was saying, transformation. What transformation will happen through me? What can I do to make a difference? I would like to quote a quote of Florence Nightingale. I quote, "I attribute my success to this, I never gave or took any excuse," unquote. So be that kind of healthcare provider, that what is my contribution? So let us take this moment to recognize the faculty and the leadership of Panimalar Medical College and Research Institute. Their guidance and their dedication has been instrumental in changing and shaping you into professionals you are today, and equally helps us to honor the families and the loved ones who have supported you through this journey, standing by their unwavering encouragement and support. So I'd like to thank the parents also for supporting their children to make them and shape them and blossom them into great professionals. To the graduating batch, as you step into your professional lives, you remember that your work is more than a career and it's a calling. And be lifelong learners, have passion for learning. Stay curious, never compromise on your values, and each one of you have the power to create a ripple effect of positive change, healing, and innovation in the world. I quote Jean Watson, "The essence of nursing is to care for those individuals in need, to give of yourself and make a difference in the lives of others," unquote. There are 4 P's which are very close to my heart. Be passionate. Give your 100% in whatever you do. Be persistent in your approach. Don't give up. Good things take time. Be perseverant and be patient. If you have these, the world is yours. So I leave you with this thought that in the world where you can be anything, be kind, be compassionate. These are one of the greatest strengths of a healthcare professional, and that will define your legacy. Congratulations once again on this incredible achievement, and make your careers be filled with purpose, fulfillment, and success. Go forth and make a difference to this world. And also, apart from taking care of your patients, work together as a very cohesive team. I'm very happy that this program was undertaken both by the MBBS students and the nursing students, because when you are trained together, you learn to work as a team. When you train them in silos, the impact may not be seen in such a big way, but when you're trained together, remember, be kind to each other, respect each other, value each other. Everybody's contribution in the healthcare team makes a difference. Take care of your own health, because only if you take care of yourself, have a proper work-life balance, then only are you in a position to give your best to your patients. So all the very best. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Deepika. You gave us a lot to think about. We're truly honored to have you with us on this special day and for making it more meaningful with your valuable words. We're also honored to have several distinguished dignitaries who have traveled across the globe to join us on this auspicious occasion. I now invite them to share a few words with our graduate. So I first call upon Professor Dr. Madalena Patricio.
Good morning, and let me say that it's a privilege and an honor to be here. I would like to congratulate the faculty authorities, all the guests, but above all, I would like to congratulate you, the graduates, the medical doctors and the nurses. It's your day today, and we are here to congratulate you because what you achieved is wonderful. And you have been through one of the most difficult careers in education. You become medical doctors and nurses, and congratulations for these achievements. You have been through a long way, very hard exams, lots of hard study, hard clinical rotations, and above all, you have been acquiring and learning empathy, acquiring resilience, and also learning how to cope with uncertainty. This is a long way, and you need to be aware of your responsibility because you are a noble profession. It's not just a career, because medicine is a calling, is a vocation. You will hold the trust of the patients, probably in a moment they are so vulnerable and they trust you. Let you be guided by empathy, by integrity, not to do harm. Be a advocate of the patients that cannot talk by themselves. Remain students for all life. Nurses and doctors must continuously be lifelong learning because learning medicine never ends. Keep a vision. We are in a dramatic moment of changes all over the world. We have so great challenges, inequities in healthcare, emerging diseases, and so much others that you need to take your opportunity to make the world moving forward. You need to serve, you need to lead, you need to strive for the inclusiveness with compassion and make healthcare accessible to everyone. The day today could not be forgotten. We know that you will, and you must keep knowing that you are not just caring people, treating people. You are much more. You have a role in society. And you can make, with your power, the difference. your brilliance, your compassion and dedication. Let me end by a citation of Dr. Maya Bello in 2003. She said remarkable words. She said that people will forget what you talk, what you did, but they will never forget what you make to them. Thank you.
I now call upon Professor Dr. Rajiv Tandon from USA.
Graduating students, medical students, nursing students, parents, dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries down here, students, faculty, and friends. Let me speak to the graduates today. This is an important occasion, but what will you remember from it? You will remember receiving the degrees. You will remember the colors, perhaps, the really distinguished group that spoke to you, from whom you got your degrees. I would suggest you think a little more. You think a little differently. The content of this course that led to your being awarded these certificates, each of those elements has particular relevance for what you are about to undertake in your profession. You still have a few months of study, whether it's medical students or nursing left, before you actually get your nursing and medical degrees. Professional wellness, absolutely essential. One of the things I've learned, I've been practicing medicine now for about 45 years. I graduated from medical school 45 years ago. I've not taken good care of myself. I've seen a number of physicians and other healthcare professionals not take care of themselves. And one of the things I've learned, if you don't take care of yourself, your ability to take care of others is adversely impacted. So take care of yourself. Take to heart the lessons, the learnings in professional wellness. Ethics, bioethics, that has to be at the heart of what you do. Do the right thing. And learning what the right thing to do is in time, when we see patients, there are uncertainties. There are different things that you want to do that are important. You've got to balance them. So essentially, bioethics, the learnings, have to imbue every action of yours as healthcare professionals. When you receive your medical diplomas or your nursing degrees, remember this day, on that day, on the next convocation. Remember this day, because learnings that led to your being awarded the certificate today are the key. They have to imbue, be part of the essence of any action you take as professionals following award of your medical or nursing degree. A couple of things to the graduates again. One, please pull out your your certificates. You see Porto there, University of Porto. Does any of you know where Porto is? I will tell you one thing though. There is one person on the dais, from the same country where Porto is, okay? So does any one of you know where Porto is? No, Porto is not in Melbourne, it's not in Australia, okay? That's the first thing to keep in mind. Porto is in Portugal. And the previous speaker, Magdalena Patricio, is from Portugal. So that's one. The second, I want to ask you how you're feeling today. Do you feel like guinea pigs? because you were guinea pigs. And so one of the things to keep in mind is there must have been some challenges as you were receiving the teaching of this course, because it was being made, it was being developed as it was going on. And so it's important to recognize that you are ambassadors. There is nothing more, if I look at the way medicine, the practice of healthcare has progressed, bioethical principles are talked about, but not really practiced for the most part. You have to be the ambassadors of change. Critical, absolutely, that you do that. Again, congratulations. Remember this day when you get your actual diplomas, degrees, at the next convocation, because this has to be the essence of everything that you do using the next certificate. Thank you. Take good care. Congratulations.
I now invite Professor Dr. Shabir Aminullah from Canada.
Thank you. It's indeed an honor to be here. And Thiruvalluvar said about wealth. He said wealth is very temporary. But there is one man on this dais who is incredibly wealthy because of the legacy he has created. That's Professor Russell D'Souza. I had no intention of being here. I'm actually supposed to be in Hyderabad presenting at the annual national conference of the Indian Psychiatric Society. I had to take permission to come because when Russell says, please come, you cannot say no. You know, when we started the function today, the lamp, we didn't have the candle, we didn't have a matchstick. This is a very well organized convocation overall. But we didn't have that, right? That is the story of life. And for all of you who are graduates, this will keep happening in your life. So as much as this is the end of an achievement, it's the beginning of many more challenges in your life. And every day that you learn, you become a graduate. And every day that you don't, you go into the depths of ignorance. If you truly believe that you want to take India further, each and every one of you have a responsibility to realize that when people like Ved Prakash speaks, Professor Ved Prakash, he's so eloquent in what he says. You hold on to every word he says. It doesn't come because he goes home, he sleeps, puts his feet up, watches TV. He's a man who reads. Incredible knowledge. You have a team that put together such an elegant, eloquent group of people. I recommend that you listen to what they have to say to you because these are words of wisdom. We are a lot older than you. We have been through life, we've seen life. So the matchsticks we're talking about, the candle, our lives have been filled with those stories. But we've been through them. As Madam Deepika said, she said, what cannot break you, in essence, will make you stronger. But if you choose to live a life of ignorance, you will never get anywhere. I'm truly hoping that the efforts that we put in over the last many years, for many of us, we had to get up at very unearthly times. Pearl D'Souza, the unspoken hero of coordinating all these things, and her husband, we must remember them. Derek D'Souza did an amazing job, and so too Pearl. I think she deserves a round of applause. In all this success, there's one man who I always find extremely humble, very patient, extremely kind. That's Professor Krishna Mohan. I cannot say enough because we live in a day and age where people are so arrogant. We live in a day of ego. Everybody is so proud of nothing. Because you're poor, it doesn't mean that God is angry with you. Because you're rich, it doesn't mean that God is happy with you. It's how you treat your neighbors and hopefully your patients that define who you are. You're truly an incredible batch. I've taught many of you. I'm honored to have been part of that. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck.
I now invite Professor Dr. Annie Grace Kalaimati.
Good morning to one and all, dignitaries on the dais, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and graduating class of 2025. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Russell to bring this international program as an interprofessional education for our healthcare provider fraternity. I would call it first one that, because usually in India we call medical, nursing, dentists, always divided. And he made everyone under one roof. I really congratulate sir to bring this program to our country. And you are the first graduating batch. I'm really proud and honored to be here, in this graduation ceremony. It is really, I have no words to say, sir. I really enjoyed taking class. I could see only thing, as I always tell them, maybe today because of the program they are separated, I would love them to mingle, because I'm sure you would have understood it is a teamwork. It is you, everybody in the team is important. This is what India needs to learn. I always think being worked in outside of the country, and I have enjoyed the teamwork. I wish that comes each and every hospital, whether it is a small or a big one or a moderate one, even in the government hospital. That should be the motto of this program, and I'm confident that you are the first batch, and as you embark in your milestone of the journey as a healthcare providers, I'm confident and sure you will give that impact to the society. And I want you to charge with 5 principles. Of course, everybody has spoken about it, but I would like to reiterate that. First, the 5 principles you should not forget is, one is empathy. You all know what is empathy, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand them. Then the second one is compassion. And when it comes, we just think patients just as a patient, just think them as a human beings. Many times we call them patients, and we need to have the feeling, that compassion, kind, and everything. You all know that. And the third one is social responsibility. It is not only you are treating your patient as a human being, you are addressing the broader community. That is what every one of us should learn. The fourth one, advocacy. That is very, very important for our country, especially healthcare provider. You are the voice for voiceless. Whether it could be a policy making, or whether it could be addressing for yourself or patients. We actually in nursing, we have started a small program for student nurses, advocacy program. How to advocate for yourself, how to advocate for your profession. I think every professional in this country, we need to learn that. And finally, you should be a lifelong learners. So that is very, very important. If you remember these 5 principles, definitely you will be, with the education background, what you had, 4 years, which we have spoken in a different angles of socialistic and humanistic medicine in a different topic, including the bioethics. I am sure you will make a great impact to the society. And I am sure, sir, people will look upon to grab this program for each and every institution to make this impact to our society. So I would like to quote a quote from Dr. Albert Schweitzer, a renowned physician and humanitarian. The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. So may these words inspire you, and as you embark in your journey as a healthcare provider, may you serve with the compassion, kindness, and empathy. May you the source of healing, hope, and inspiration to all those you serve. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
I now invite Professor Dr. Geeta Lakshmi.
Thank you, dear students, faculty, and my dear learned persons on the dais. Particularly, I should thank Dr. Russell D'Souza for forming this great uniform and unity within the medicine, pharmacy, nursing, and other allied health sciences. Thank you, Dr. Russell D'Souza, for bringing it here, and also unifying all the experts in India. That is also there. I should thank all the experts in India. He has found out each one of us, and generations who would be carrying out this medical profession and nursing profession to the future might be, we may not be there, and you would be transmitting and transferring to the younger generation. Thank you, Dr. Russell, Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Ricardo, Hans Peter, and Madalena, and nursing advisors, and Ilam Baradi. Thank you very much for making this occasion a very good, a nice occasion to be thought of and to remember, and Dr. Sabha Ratnavel and Krishna Mohan. Of course, I would say in one word, since you have become all the 4.5 years with your CMRI, you become a doctor. The same thing applies to this. When you get this degree, everything has to be imbibed into yourself with care, compassion, human values. Think about the patient as not as a subject, but as a human, where you are going to be with them. And this would definitely, all of you want to become a good doctor, is it not? See, you see people going and flocking into one doctor, not to the other. Why? The reason is he has the human value, the care and compassion. So which is being given through this degree of humanistic and socialistic medicine. And I think so you would make this in your formative years to be added into your practice of medicine. Thank you, one and all.
Lastly, I call upon Professor Dr. Rajiv Ahluwalia.
Good morning, everybody, distinguished guests, beloved children, proud parents. I'll keep my talk very short. I'm sure you all have so much reason to celebrate. I want to congratulate all of you. And as Madam told that, now more and more institutes will be eyeing and wanting this prestigious course. I admit that I am from Santosh Deemed to be University, and we have gone ahead with this course. And I thank Russell sir for the same. Thank you, sir. And as other speakers have told, this has to integrate with society. The healthcare workers, whether they are nursing, they are dental, they are medical, they are physiotherapists, everybody has to be allied. They have to do this course at the same time so that when you come out tomorrow in society as healthcare workers, it's the effect and the advantage to the patients is very appropriate. So I thank the organizers for inviting me here, and I congratulate the Institute. Thank you.
Today, as we celebrate the achievement of our graduates, it is only fitting that we hear from a visionary leader, someone who is compassionate and who embodies the spirit of leadership. I now request Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, International Chair in Bioethics, to deliver the presidential address.
The Honorable Chief Guest here, Professor Ricardo, the President of the World Federation of Medical Education, our guests of honor, Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, who's also the co-chair of this program, Dr. Ham Peters, Professor Ham Peters, Professor Madalena Patricia, Professor Deepika Kaka, indeed Dr. Kita Lakshmi, and Dr. Sabri. All the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, parents, our new graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to deliver the presidential address. Having had these international guests who have, dignitaries who have given you a lot of information, a lot of advice, a lot of congratulations. I'm going to reflect on two aspects. One is I want to reflect on this whole 5 years of the trajectory, the direction that you have taken, and we, our faculty, as you've met, including Professor Mary Matthew, Professor Principality, Dr. Ved Prakash, all of us here, including Annie, Dr. Annie Grace, have all been taking classes, have been teaching you. And it's important for us to think, this started when around the COVID time, and we were concerned, and we saw what was happening. And I have to recognize Professor Ronald Harden, who gave me some thoughts. We were discussing this, and much of our program was brought in there, and so I wanted to reflect back on him. He can't be here today because he's traveling somewhere else. Now, you have come through this journey. We've taken you through, and we have seen over this time, as Dr. Rajiv Tandon said, it was a new experience, and so we brought these components. You are aware that in this whole process, you have bioethics, but you have moral values, professionalism, communication, and a very important aspect of division that has been added, and this is your well-being, personal well-being that all of you have spoken about. And this includes the psychological and physical well-being, something that we felt was needed, particularly in the situation that we were in. Now, it's important that I reflect and thank and acknowledge and thank a couple of, this was a new area, a very new concept. And so I want to thank the many people who were there, but particularly Dr. Shakti Kumar, who was to be here, but unfortunately has had some emergency. Dr. Shakti Kumar met me, and this was right in 21, and he was willing and happy to take this, and we took this on. One of the mandates was to use it only in one place so that we evaluate it, and all of you have been taking part in the evaluation research, as you know, doing your yearly program on your compassion, empathy, the skills, and so forth. So I wanted to thank Dr. Shakti Kumar, who had the vision, had to join along with all of us, including Dr. Ronald Harden, and who was there at the opening, Will Pinsky, all of them attended the inauguration of this program. We then have to thank Dr. Krishna Mohan, who heads the Beyond Campus. This man needs a big hand. He took this through with all of us, pulling together, coming, and of course he has spent a lot of time with each of you, fully dedicated to the cause. And I think today's results we have in all the dimensions, the evaluation, the research, and so forth, have all been very much contributed by Dr. Krishnamohan. And the other person is our dean. I met him when he first came, and he has been, every time I came, Dr. Ilum Vaidhi, your dean, has been extremely supportive. And I have to thank these people, because without this would not have been. We had the program, but we needed their support. And I have to say, every time we came here, it was always there. And we had Professor Ricardo was a guest in 2023. He spent time with you. Dr. Shakti Kumar received him. Dr. Ilum was there. And I think all this was important. Now, that's a bit of the direction, the reflection on why we have reached here today. The next important issue is, what does this all mean? Why did we need this? You're all doctors, and you're all nurses. Two important aspects come out here. We decided that this was, in actual practice, as Dr. Annie Grace said, an interdiscipline. So we had both nursing and medical, and many of your classes were taken together. And we also had nursing professors from US and others who took your seminars for the doctors too. And I think this is an important change in this part of the world where you bring this interdiscipline together. And why I say this is something that you are the future, and you need to take this forward and create both the medical and the nursing, to look at yourselves as healthcare providers having the same goal at the end, to relieve suffering. First to recognize and then to relieve suffering. And that is the essence of compassion. As Dr. Ved Prakash always talks, and we both talk about, we start with you care, you start with pity, then we come in and you then move up to some sympathy, and then you start to become empathetic in wearing the shoe. But the ultimate end is only compassion, because compassion is the only one that requires an action and an outcome. And all of you have joined this your course to not only be empathetic, but to find the action and to bring the outcome, which is cure and care, concern, cure, and care. So that is what this is about. So while we had on campus all the conflict, all the aspects of science, we designed this with two purposes: to reflect all the time that all what you're doing on campus, off campus, it's a reflection on who is this all, what does this all mean, and it's the human being, which sometimes we might begin to forget, particularly with the advent of the technological advances that we in healthcare we are seeing. So this is this has been an most important aspect in the current trend, where we are all talking about artificial intelligence, we're talking about the technological changes, including the ethical implications of artificial intelligence and the new technological advances. And there is something that's required for us, particularly the future doctors and nurses of not only of India, but of this world. This is an important aspect here, right? So we've given you many of the areas that you would never have covered it in your on campus, right? Some of the areas that you've been taken through, including understanding your intelligences. How do you define your intelligence? Taking you through the IQ, the emotional intelligence, and ultimately the spiritual intelligence. So these are the foundations that we have put to you, and now, today, you have received the culmination of 4.5 years of your weekly program, your evaluations at the end of each semester, the overall evaluation, and ultimately you have been awarded to this degree or the graduation in the humanistic and socialistic competencies that are required for a healthcare provider. Now, the next part of this is, you heard all what the chief guest, the convocation address, the sermon lecture, and Professor Ved Prakash is giving you the context of this course. And then we have all our faculty and others from around the world and from India who have given you their advice. It's now my role to mandate you to take all this forward in the life, in your professional and your personal life, to take it forward, take this with you, use this as the point, the igniting point to bring this great change that we look for, and ultimately you are to be the catalyst to making indeed the world a better place, and indeed your patient's world, but indeed through that the whole world as a better place for you and me and for the next generations who are going to be there. So graduates, children, students, I now mandate you to take all what you've learned and take all what you've been told through today and take it forward and go forth in your and make the world a better place. God bless you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Russell. We are truly honored to have the opportunity to hear your enlightening and inspiring words of wisdom. Without you, your dedication, your enthusiasm, and your constant motivation for the betterment of the future generations, this wouldn't have been possible. We sincerely believe all your efforts will definitely shape the future generation. I request the presiding officer, Professor Dr. Russell D'Souza, Director, Department of Education, to declare the convocation as closed.
I declare the convocation now closed.
As we come to the end of this memorable event, I invite Professor Princy Palati, Co-Chair Training, Department of Education, International Chair and Bioethics, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is not a courtesy. Not only a courtesy, it is a duty. It is the exclamation, genuine exclamation from the depth of the heart. So I stand to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of this august gathering. First and foremost, we have our presiding officer. I thank Dr. Russell Franco D'Souza for being and conceptualizing, conceiving with a few others, and nurturing this fetus through the International Faculty Panel into birthing you today, and this delivery into the world has been done today. I thank Dr. Russell for this unique, wonderful system that has happened. I thank Magnificent Mary for taking and introducing our really responsible Dr. Ricardo Leon Borges for giving us his address. I also thank Harmonious Harm Peters for giving us this convocation address. And I also thank our divine Deepika Kak, Madam, for giving us a message that was the sermon lecture that was here, and it was really wonderful. At this point, I would just like to bring to your notice that we have with us a person, a leader with a vision, takes on the whole group to that area. Such a person with foresight is the leader of this Panimalar Institutions, group of institutions, Director Dr. C. Satyakumar, whom I have had, Shakti Kumar sir we have met him and we have interacted, and I have seen the ebullience and the zeal that he has for this wonderful institution. And also the secretary and his father himself, Dr. Chennai, and as we have met with the Dean of the Medical College, Dr. Ilimarthi, and his Vice Principal, the wonderful Medical Superintendent, Dr. Sabamelo, and Dr. Prem, who have all helped in bringing out this program, along with the Principal of the Nursing College, Vice Principal of the Nursing College. And dear friends, behind every good student, there is a great silent teacher. I thank all the faculty from the medical as well as the nursing for being behind their students, making this institution a wonderful place. I thank the directors and all concerned from this institution for their generous hospitality over this time. I would like to also introduce thank our ebullient and vibrant, who could be Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, for giving us the pinpoint relevance of this course. Thank you, dear sir. I thank also each and every one of our distinguished guest panel, right from marvelous Madeline Patricio, right from Lisbon, for her always speaking from the heart. I thank our gorgeous Vice Chancellor from MGR University, Dr. Geeta Lakshmi. And we have a gregarious Vice Chancellor from Datta Megid, gregarious Dr. Gaurav Mishra. And we have very reliable doctor, that is our Rajiv Ahluwalia, the dental college principal from Santosh University. And I would also like to thank our very reverberating Rajiv Tandon, Dr. Rajiv Tandon. His words always reverberate. So for want of another R, sir, reverberating personality. And the salubrious personality of Dr. Shabir Amanullah, in a favorite, yes, with all the classes. We thank you, sir, for coming from so far and keeping all your time aside. And vivacious Dr. Vivek for being there as a gynecologist and putting in the legal aspects to us. And the lady with the mellifluous voice, Ms. Pearl D'Souza, for having coordinated not only this Master of Ceremonies for this program, but right through the 4 years, she has coordinated and talked to you all and been with you all. We thank her too. We thank each and every one of the non-teaching staff and the logistic support they have offered to us to make this a wondrous solution. Today, dear friends, you as the graduates, today is your day. And you have culminated this for all the once a week. 1 hour once a week has culminated to this. Is it okay? Worth the while, isn't it? And I'm sure a affirming smile and pride of your parents behind you who had brought you here 4 years ago. They also affirm, I think, looking from their smiles, yes, that they have made the right decision in choosing this institution for their students to grow. So, dear students, I convey and I ask you, march forward, take on the world with courage, confidence, and compassion. The world is yours. And I thank you all, and also the refreshments from the catering is also helping us. I thank the catering also helping me, and all the logistics support that is there. And of course, Dr. Krishnamurthy. Yeah, okay. Amazing Dr. Annie Days. Wonderful Dr. Annie Kalamati. I think I blame my myopia. I think I was supposed to, yes.
There is an engineering college, team from engineering college.
I also welcome the dean and thank him for his presence here from the engineering college. Thank you for being there. So with this, I end. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Princey. Request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem. I request the audience to remain standing as we will have the recession of dignitaries, and please remain standing till the procession leaves the auditorium.
You were outstanding. Thank you. Wonderful.
I'm not expecting you left it somewhere.
Our graduates can follow the procession. And thank you, dear parents, and thank you, faculty. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the sumptuous lunch and have a nice day ahead. Thank you. Bye-bye.